position. Trey Murphy is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Kings, Murray out there with Achua. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's DeRozan. And you'd like to say these teams are playing well coming in. But that is certainly not the case.
Yeah, they are struggling. And tonight is a big-time opportunity. One of these teams is going to leave here with a much-needed win.
Now, here's Westbrook. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Pass to Achua. Outside DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
And he makes the first. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about how to play defense against DeJounte Murray. Coach said, well, DeJounte has made it no secret he plays better with the ball in his hands. So obviously we want to force him to give it up and act as more of a shooter whenever we can. That's easier said than done, but even if it happens a few times, that can change the game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Westbrook. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Shot's good by Achua.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
And here is Murray. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. Drives to the hoop. And it's good for 2.
Murray is at his best attacking off the drive because of that incredibly quick first step.
Pass to Achua. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento. Precious Achua. 1 shot.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Here's Achua following the score by DeJounte Murray. Outside DeRozan. 5 on the clock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
Murray against Westbrook. Murray, good. Murray's got 6.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Murray. Outside Westbrook. Achua in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark.
So they missed one after 4 straight makes. Still a good start to the game.
And stolen by Murray. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And Jones over to help. Beyond the arc. And it's DeRozan missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
That free throw good from Williamson. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
And it's tied up with that one. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Sacramento on defense. On the wing, Murray. Williamson outside. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3, and Trey Murphy gets the 3.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Westbrook. No scoring in this one. Outside DeRozan. To end the run, and he lays it up and in.
Tormenting his way through. DeRozan showing what he's made of.
Pass to Jordan. Williamson looking it over. Outside, Jones. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Kings trail by 4. Pass to Murray. Achua in the corner. Murray outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now Murray. 6 points for him. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Now here's Jordan following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Williamson finds Murray. Back to Williamson. uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Achua. Now DeRozan. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. Pelicans leading by 4. Murray with it. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. Jones looking for an opening. Clock at 6. Over Murray. Jones, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Achua, the pass to Westbrook. Uncovered. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Jones kicks to Williamson. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Murray's got 9.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Now here's DeRozan. He's guarded closely. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've been very aggressive, attacking gaps off the dribble, getting to the rim and showing a lot of aggressiveness with a live dribble.
And that one misses.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back to you, Kev.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Jordan, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. That shot misses.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you have to love how multi-layered DeRozan's game is. Such a fantastic scorer.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
Yeah, no choice there but to burn a timeout. You've got to talk it over, regroup, and hope your opponent cools off a little bit.
Here we go, fans. It's your Sacramento Kings great team.
A moment to check out Zion Williamson. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And it's a strong accomplishment. 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Here's Spears. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Utah Jazz. Back to Williamson. Here's Bay. Misses off the left iron. The Kings trailing. Pass to Clifford. Outside DeRozan. Murray outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Jordan down low. Monk defending. Outside DeRozan. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Poole.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Williamson. And again, no good by New Orleans. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. They trail by 1. Outside DeRozan. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammate.
Williamson against Murray. Pass to Fear. Bay with a screen on Monk. Here's Fear. And just miss after miss right now.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Here's DeRozan. Murray dishes to DeRozan. Shoots over Poole. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And it's a 3-point Sacramento lead.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
And Williamson gets it to go.
And with those points, he puts it into that 10-0 run by the Kings.
Outside DeRozan. Pass to Monk. The 3. It's rebounded by Poole. New Orleans has gone 4-6 from long range here early on. Jordan finds Poole. To the wing on the left. Puts one up from 19. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Kings lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
Funk is out there with Carter. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Baldwin in at the 4 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And Tim, quite the character, this Jordan Poole. His personal style is like his flashy game.
Well, Kevin, he loves his fashion, and he's a passionate cat owner. Characters like him make the league fun, and it gives fans more to engage with than just basketball.
The first free throw is good. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
And the Kings making a change here. McDermott's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Mesey's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
The Kings leading. And it's in there. Carter's got 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Fear. Still scoreless. Stolen by Carter. And now the Kings, fast break, jumps up, and then Carter with the jam.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Well, if you have an opening, hit that gas pedal, and you will get it easy, too.
Here's Spears. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
Yeah, Poole can do it either way. He can do it off the bounce, or he can do it off the catch.
And Sacramento has possession, following the score by New Orleans. Monk looking around. 6 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Carter for 3. It's hauled in by Queen. Pelicans trail by 4. Out to the right wing. Releases. Pass to Fears. The kick out to Poole. To the wing right side. Goes back up. Queen can't get it to go. Sacramento leading by 4. Carter outside. And here's McDermott. Now here is Carter. He picked up 15 points in the last one against Dallas.
And also, he was very disruptive defensively. 4 steals on the night.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
New Orleans has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. New Orleans making some changes here. Williamson is checked in for Yves Missi. Herbert Jones comes in for Poole. And Murray subbed in for Fears. Here's Queen. Still yet to score. Pass to Murray. Steps back and fires. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Yeah, Murray getting it done down low. You've got to give him a lot of credit for his assertiveness.
Monk outside. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Shot clock at 5. Here's Westbrook. Pelicans with the rebound. Outside, Jones. Green the pass to Murray. To the paint. Kicks it out to Jones. Off target from three-point range. Kings leading now by 5. Outside Westbrook. Now Eubanks. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Monk for 3. And the Kings another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Williamson finds Murray. Jones, the pass to Bay. Here's Queen. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Second team foul.
Pelicans shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for New Orleans.
What's up?
And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow. And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
And here is Murray. He's got 11. Pass to Queen. And the Pelicans miss again. Kings leading now by 7. Monk outside. Out to the wing. Outside Westbrook. Lets it go. Pelicans with the rebound. In the pass to Murray. Shoots over DeRozan. Murray, no good. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Jones. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz. From downtown, Murray, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Monk outside. Here's DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
First one falls for him. Keegan Murray's checked in for Sacramento. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Pelicans trail by 11. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Let's see some of the numbers here for Sadiq Bey.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Murray dishes to Williamson. Outside for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility everywhere.
6 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Jones against Murray. Jordan on the wing. Still without a basket. Jordan with a screen on Murray. Jones for 3. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 8. Lets the 3 fly. And there's Murray on the assist from DeRozan. Murray's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
And it's Murray penetrating. And stolen by Achua. Pass to Westbrook. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Strong defense on Westbrook. It's a double-edged sword, though. He sees the challenge and just wants to attack.
Now here's Jordan. Williamson outside. Jordan kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Jones lets it go from deep. Kicks it out to Williamson. Murray against Westbrook. Tries again, and it's Murray laying it in. Murray's got 16.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Westbrook. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Murray. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Clock is at 3. DeRozan's shot is good.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Pass to Murray. Takes the 3. Bangs on the trifecta. Murray's got 19 points.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And here is Achua. Westbrook passes to Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside DeRozan. From 20 feet out. And the shot falls short this time.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
1:37 left to play here in the second quarter. Jordan with the screen on DeRozan. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. He's got 8.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Westbrook with it. Pass to Achua. Here's DeRozan. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Now here's Murray. Here's Williamson. 6 points for him. And the layup's good off the glass. Williamson's got 8 points.
Yeah, that is special right there. Mobility in the pick and roll from Williamson. He looks really confident operating in that set.
Here's DeRozan. 8-point game. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. No good with the triple. New Orleans has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Westbrook against Murray. Here's the 3. No good on the shot. And so we conclude the first half. It's Sacramento. They're up for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
45.
Welcome. All right, guys, Let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the New Orleans Pelicans. Fellas, what's the energy like in the locker room when you're in a game like this?
Kenny didn't even have locker rooms when he played. He was shooting in peach baskets and riding his horse to the game.
Shaq, I'm not much older than you. I'm only 7 years older.
Lies, Kenny, you're making this stuff up. Lies.
You know, I couldn't make this stuff up even if I wanted to. Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Sacramento Kings.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
Pelicans trail by 8. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. The Kings shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Now here's Westbrook. Back to Achua. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. From 13, it's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now a 12-point Kings lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Jones. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. No good that time.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
For 3, Murray. Gonna go that time. Pelicans trail by 12. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside, Jones. A 3 ball. Rebound by the Kings. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. Launches a 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Now Williamson. 8 points for him. Williamson double team. Here's Jones. 5 on the clock. To end the drought. And the Pelicans miss again.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Westbrook. Now here's DeRozan. Back to Westbrook. He gets that one. Westbrook's got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 8.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Westbrook. Williamson outside. Jones sets the pick for Williamson. Right side, Jones. Murray against Westbrook. Here's Jordan, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Now here's Murray. Over Jones. Off the left rim and out.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Look, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
And the defense should know Westbrook will not back down. He goes right into the defender and gets a chance for an and one.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, I like how much they have run their offense through the post. It's given them higher percentage looks.
Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Achua finds Westbrook. From down in the low post, it goes. Westbrook's got 11 points.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
Murray looking around. Jordan trying to free himself up. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down to 13. Good bucket there from Murray.
Wow, you talk about being in the zone. Murray deciding to call his own number tonight, and it has worked.
Now here's Westbrook, 11 points in the game. Floats it up for Williamson. Down low, and Williamson throws it down.
And Zion might be one of, if not the most powerful dunker in the league.
Westbrook kicks to DeRozan. To the middle, to the left wing. For 3, Westbrook. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Williamson outside. Murray outside. Outside, Jones. From deep. Connects from three-point range. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Kings making a change here. Monk's checked in, and the Pelicans also making a change. Bays checked in for Zion Williamson. finds Bay. Outside, Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Murray. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Outside for Murray. It's stolen by Jones. They get a hand on it. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Jordan Poole.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Now here's Murray. 21 points in the game, just 5 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. Murray's got 23 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Monk outside. Back to Westbrook. Murray outside. Sacramento moving it around. There's a screen. Releases. Westbrook, no good. Pelicans trail by 12. Here's Bay. Rebound by the Kings. Achua's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Westbrook. Monk outside. There's the triple. Pelicans pull it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. It's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Back to you, Kevin.
I can only imagine what it's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. And here is Monk. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple. And there it is for him. Monk's got 5.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Now, here is Jordan. Here's Murray up on top. He's covered. Whoa! He flew in there.
Wow! Look at that athleticism. Murray will make all of the highlight reels with that dunk.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. Sacramento leading by 9. Monk outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Fires the 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 30 points for DeJounte Murray.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Here they come, fans. Your 9-1-6 crew.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Once again.
And now let's find out who the top rookie setup men have been since the All-Star break with this look at the assist rankings. 4th, Jeremiah Fears.
He's making progress in his first season in the league, and his command of their offense and opposing defenses improves every time he takes the floor.
And it's the Kings with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here's Carter. He's got 7. Pass to Eubanks. And stolen by Williamson. And he comes up with the deuce. DeRozan's got 26.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Fears. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Queen. Offline with his 3. 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Clifford. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and the three ball is good.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Poole outside. Williamson a screen on Monk, and here's Poole for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Poole's got 7 points.
Yeah, I love it. Jordan Poole with the clap-back three, showing you his competitiveness.
Monk, no one around him, tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Poole against Monk. Pass to Fear. Out to the right wing. Here's Queen. And so it's Sacramento up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento, leading by 12. DeRozan out there with Drew Eubanks. And there's Monk. Then there's Carter. It's Clifford at the three. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. 6 on the shot clock. On its way from Monk for 2. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Williamson against DeRozan. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Williamson on the follow.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Queen. Eubanks defending. Pass to Williamson. Now Fears. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Now here's DeRozan. Hits the fadeaway. DeRozan's got 28.
Always blessed with a great shot selection. DeRozan really good at taking what he sees out there on the floor.
Here's Williamson. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside DeRozan. Over Williamson. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bay passes to Williamson. Poole looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Bay. High arcing shot, and the layup is up and in.
Going up strong through the contact. Bay getting it done.
Here's Clifford, and here's DeRozan, covered by Williamson. Shoots a fader, and the shot goes in. DeRozan's got 30 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Here's Fears. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Eubanks the pass to DeRozan. There's a good screen. The 15-footer. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. DeRozan's got 10 points in just the second half. Over to the left wing. Here's Williamson. Bay wide open, and he fired. Off target from outside. Kings leading now by 8. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Williamson. Over Williamson. DeRozan's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 8. Mr. Williamson deflects the pass. Veers with it. Here's Williamson, defended by Carter. Williamson double team. Bay finds Poole. Drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Jordan's checked in for the Pelicans. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now here is Carter. Outside DeRozan. Back to Carter. They set the pick. Over Fear. And it's Carter missing. Pelicans trail by 5. Poole outside. Mr. Williamson from the arc. Second shot opportunity. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Now here is Carter. DeRozan surveying the D to the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Kings lead by 5.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Williamson right side to the paint. And Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Now here's DeRozan. Yep, that one goes. DeRozan's got 34 points.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
And the way he's scoring is impressive. He's doing it with great efficiency.
Bay, no good. Kings leading now by 5. Carter finds DeRozan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. DeRozan's got 36.
And he's really been dialed in here down the stretch. 5 of 7 from the field.
Now here's Bay. Jordan sets the pick for Bay. That 3 off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Carter, the pass to DeRozan. Lets it fly from 18. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Jordan sets the screen for Williamson. Pass to Jordan. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's DeRozan. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
So for the Pelicans, Herbert Jones, he's checked in for Bay. Trey Murphy comes in for Poole. And Murray subbed in for Fears.
DeMar DeRozan, one shot.
And so here is New Orleans. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in.
He had a nice open look right there. Murray's got 33.
And that's his second three of the half and his fifth overall, really lighting it up.
Now Westbrook, pass to Achua. Here's DeRozan, banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 43 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Williamson kicks to Jordan. Jordan, a screen on Westbrook, takes the 13-footer, and with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 9 on the basket for Murray.
That's a good look for Murray. Even though he's worked on his three, he's naturally more comfortable in the mid-range.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Achua. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Jordan. And so Jordan will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Williamson. For three, Murray. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Achua's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Murray left side. Westbrook against Williamson. Shoots. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And here is Jordan. Here's Williamson. Takes the three. Down it goes for three.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now, here's DeRozan. Got it to go off the glass.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Here's Murray. Here he goes. And he banks the layup in.
And the speed behind Murray's drive, just powering his way through.
Sacramento leading by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Oh, the slam dunk.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. Six to shoot. Here's Jones. Shoots the three. Can't get it to go. The Kings shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Now Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. With the shot. Jordan pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 8. Murray down low. Achua's on him. Showing the moves down low.
Well, they really needed that right there from Murray. That is a huge bucket.
DeRozan. Strong move off the glass.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. three. DeRozan with it. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Murray, and it's off. Westbrook against Murray. Westbrook scanning the floor. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here.